Let's talk about Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This team just won the NFC South, and this is the third time that they have won this division in a row. Give Todd Bowles a lot of credit and give Dave Canales a lot of credit as well. This has been a very good year for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and Baker Mayfield looks like he's found a true home with this team. This is a guy that was selected with the first overall pick. Things are not panning out with the Cleveland Browns. He had a lot of bad moments, but a lot of good moments as well. He took the team to the NFL playoffs and they beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, but he struggled with a lot of injuries his last year with the team. They moved him out the door for Deshaun Watson to the Carolina Panthers, and he was terrible with the Carolina Panthers, but the Carolina Panthers are a terrible organization, but Baker Mayfield was not playing good football. They cut him. He goes over to the Los Angeles Rams. He wins the first game on Thursday night against the Las Vegas Raiders. And Baker Mayfield was finding some success with the Rams. The Rams say, hey, we're not going to renew your contract. We're going to go with Matthew Stafford. We wish you the best. Baker Mayfield comes over to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and for the first couple games of the season, he looked very good. And even towards the end of this season, he's looked good. 28 passing touchdowns, which is fourth in the NFL, to just 10 interceptions. He's been a very good quarterback for this team. He's not Tom Brady, but he's gotten this team into the playoffs like how Tom Brady did last season. And the run game has been better this season with Dave Canales, and the their run game has been abysmal. They've been one of the worst rushing teams in the NFL. Rashard White has 990 rushing yards on the season and 5 and 6 rushing touchdowns. And he's averaging 3.6 yards a carry, and he's fourth in carries. Their offensive line can still not get a push up front because they don't have their starting center, Ryan Jensen. But I look at what the offensive line's been able to do. They've been solid. When they give Baker Mayfield enough time, he can pinpoint the ball and he has very good accuracy. And he's at his best when he can work off of play action. He's gotten the ball to guys like Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. Mike Evans continues to be one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. 13 receiving touchdowns on the season. That was first in the NFL for 1,255 receiving yards. And every single year in his career, no matter who the quarterback is, whether it's Ryan Fitzpatrick, Jameis Winston, the all-time great Tom Brady, or even Baker Mayfield, he's broken over 1,000 yards, and he has done it in meaningful ways as well. He's amazing. One of the best wide receivers the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have ever seen, and he should be in their ring of honor when he does retire because he has been great with this organization. And Chris Godwin continues to be a very good wide receiver as well with this team, a true number 2 wide receiver. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have a good roster. All they needed was a guy to come in and just fill in the shoes of Tom Brady. And I'm not saying that Baker Mayfield is Tom Brady because Tom Brady took this team to the Super Bowl and they won the Super Bowl, but they just need a solid quarterback to come in and just keep their head above water. And Baker Mayfield has done that. He deserves a contract extension with this team, and he's earned that. And you look at their defense, they blitz a lot. And you look at guys on the defensive line like Kalia Kanshi, who has been a very good rookie with this team at times. Only 4 sacks on the season, but he struggled with a lot of injuries, and he's a very good run stopper. You look at Vita Vea, phenomenal defensive tackle, 2 forced fumbles on the season, 5.5 sacks. You have Levante David, who's been a solid linebacker. Devin White has woken up at the later part of this season, had a crazy game against the Jacksonville Jaguars, and when he is on, he can be a very special linebacker for this team. You have Shaquille Barrett, who is still a good pass rusher as well. Not that same pass rusher he was before he tore his Achilles, but he's a solid pass rusher, and he can get to the passer at any given point in time in the game. It just comes down to breaking them down. But you look at what the rookie has been able to do that they got from Louisville. His name is Yaya. I think that's how you pronounce his name. If not, let me know in the comment section below. I do not want to go out there and mispronounce his name. 6.5 sacks on the season and 1 forced fumble. He's been the best pass rusher on this team this season. He's been phenomenal with this team. Once again, let me know in the comment section below how do you pronounce his name if I did not pronounce his name correctly. But he's been very good this season. And you look at their pass defense, it has been abysmal. Their pass defense has not been good. Antoine Winfield Jr. is a turnover, playmaking safety who's been phenomenal at the strong safety position. I like Carlton Davis. I like Jamel Dean, but they blitz too much for their secondary to be in a compromised situation at points in times. But Baker Mayfield has went in. He's matched that in a lot of games this season. And they faced the Philadelphia Eagles a week from today. I have them winning that game. That is my prediction for that game. I think the Philadelphia Eagles are going through a lot of rough spots right now. I can see Tampa Bay Buccaneers going out there and upsetting that team because that's a defense that is struggling at covering wide receivers in space and covering guys like Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. But I look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now. This was a successful season. Todd Bowles, to me, is still a very good defensive mind. As a head coach, I still question him at times, but he's gotten this team to the playoffs in back-to-back years. Even though it is one of the weaker divisions in the NFL, give credit to Baker Mayfield, give credit to Dave Canales, the first-year offensive coordinator, and give credit to Todd Bowles for getting these guys into this situation. This was a very good, successful season for Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and it seems like he has finally found a home. Now, I'm not saying sign him to a 3 to 4 year contract. You could do a 2-year deal or do a deal to what the Seattle Seahawks did with Geno Smith to get another year underneath his belt and see if he can prove himself if he is actually the right quarterback for this team. But to be a bridge quarterback with this team or just be a guy that they can keep around for a couple years, Baker Mayfield has definitely earned that contract with this team. But let me know in the comment section below how you feel about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and can they beat the Philadelphia Eagles next week. I will do a separate prediction and preview video on that. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button. Most importantly, want each and every last one, you guys stay safe, stay positive. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Peace.